Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally sitting down to film the second round of the makeup collection Roulette that I am doing in collaboration with Alexy. So I'm a little late posting this. I believe Alexy posted on Monday, and I will get into kind of why I'm late. But first things first, make sure you go check out Alexy if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you guys know who she is and have already subscribed to her channel, but if you haven't, make sure you go check her out. You will love her channel, especially if you love panning videos. So Alexy is definitely one of my favorite YouTubers, and I just absolutely love following along with all of her project panning videos, and I was super excited that she thought of me to do this collab with her, just because yeah, I'm like I'm really excited to kind of continue this and just kind of rotate through my collection kind of randomly and see what I pull and kind of see what I think about it. So if you didn't watch my intro, or if you didn't see Alexy's intro, this is basically a lip roulette or lipstick roulette, but with our entire makeup collection. So like everything is fair game, and we pull 5 products randomly and use them for 2 weeks. Kind of the only rule with like how often we have to use it is just to use it at least one time. And yeah, and then every 2 weeks we're gonna pull new products. So I obviously am posting this late, so I'm only going to be using these next set of products for a week before switching again. The reason that I'm late posting this is just because last weekend was Father's Day and I was not feeling like my best, and obviously I wanted to spend time with my family. And yeah, so I just didn't have time to film, and then I was out of town this past week, and I think, yeah, I got back on Wednesday like pretty late at night, and just, I don't know about you guys, but I always feel kind of sick after traveling. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think it might be just that I'm so tired, but I feel like I always end up with kind of like some sort of cold. So if I do sound a little sick, that's why. So I'm finally sitting down to film, and I will be trying to get this up as soon as possible for you guys, and I have my Roulette pan collab update that I'm going to be filming today as well, so keep an eye out for that. That will be up soon. I'm going to talk about the products that I pulled last time in the intro, and just kind of what I think of them and what I'm going to do with them. Like, am I going to declutter them, keep them, if I want to pan them eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the eyeshadow related things that I pulled. So I do have, excuse my voice, sorry. I do have an eyeshadow, a single eyeshadow from Milani. This is one of their Bella Eyes Gel Powder eyeshadows. Do they still make these anymore? I don't know. This is a limited edition shade in the shade Dolci, I think. So if you watch my intro, you know that I actually had 2 of these sitting around, and I actually randomly pulled both of them. So I figured, you know, the one that was unopened, I'd go ahead and give that away. This one was broken, and I don't remember if I talked about this in my intro, but the reason I had a second one is because my friend in college actually dropped this like right after I like literally just bought it, and she had one too, and we had kind of, I don't know, we were really excited that we had found them, and she accidentally dropped it and it broke, and so we kind of kept our eyes out for another one in the store so that she could kind of replace the broken one for me. And then I decided I would keep this because I was like, oh, I'll just use that up and then I'll have a backup. Not realizing at the time how hard it is to actually use up an entire eyeshadow. So I don't know, just very, you know, this is well before my panning days, so obviously I didn't know any better. This, I had like sprayed it with alcohol and pushed it back into the kind of compact here, but it's actually, it broke again. It didn't like fall out or anything like that, but it is, I don't know, I don't want to, there's like a crack. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like on this side there's a crack, and the biggest part is like coming out of the pan. So this is the swatch right here. Honestly, I don't even know if you can see it. This shade is not very pigmented at all, so it's just not very intense. Like, it looks beautiful in the pan, but it's just not very intense. It's like, I don't know, it's okay if I kind of use it, like if I wet my brush first and then apply it that way. So I will be keeping this because I kind of went through a lot of effort to like replace it. I don't know, I personally feel like I just owe it to myself and to the product to pan it. I think it'll be a very challenging product to pan, and I'm kind of excited for it, but not like gonna immediately put it into any projects right now, but it definitely is going kind of in my mental category of like I'm, you know, want to pan it at some point. So next up I have the palettes that I pulled. The first one is this Gwen Stefani palette from Urban Decay. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with this. I feel like I see a lot of people panning it. So I used this 2 times and I don't know, I was pretty excited to get some use out of this. This is a, I don't know, this is, I don't really know what I feel about this palette. Like, I feel sentimental about it and I really enjoyed using it. I will be keeping this, but yeah, I enjoyed the formula. I didn't use these like kind of pops of colors, but I don't know. I'm excited to, like, I know that they're there now and I'm excited to maybe play around with this. I really hope I pull this for like a, maybe like one of my Pan Those Shadows palettes or something like that. I think it's a good formula. I enjoyed using it and I like that some of the shades are more like on the cooler side. They're not all like warm tones, so it's nice to have that kind of, so it's nice to have that just because a lot of my palettes are like completely warm toned when they're like neutral like this. So I'm keeping this guy. I would definitely love to pan some shades in here, but it's more going in like the keep category than like the panning category, if that makes sense. The next product that I'm going to talk about, I kind of debated whether or not I wanted to discuss their cruelty-free status in this video. I decided that I do want to talk about this, so if you're not really interested, by all means skip ahead. So Morphe, I no longer consider to be cruelty-free. So Emily had tagged me in a tweet from Cruelty-free Kitty on Twitter, obviously tweet, Twitter, whatever. She was responding to someone who had asked about Morphe's cruelty-free status because this person had gone onto the Morphe website and could no longer find the part on their website where they say that they're cruelty-free. And I actually looked at their website and they don't claim anywhere on their website anymore, at least that I could find, that they are cruelty-free, and I know that they used to. So that's red flag number 1. And then Cruelty-free Kitty had responded to that person saying that she had taken them off of her approved list because they had given inconsistent responses. So that's like red flag number 2. So the fact that Cruelty-free Kitty had approved them and then unapproved them, like I feel like that says a lot. Like they had to do something, and I didn't read too much about it, and I guess I still need to see if I can do some more digging on it, but just the fact that they got taken off of an approved list is pretty sketchy in my opinion, and I don't believe that Morphe was ever on Logical Harmony's list. I'm not sure though. I no longer consider Morphe to be cruelty free and I won't be purchasing from them anymore, which makes like a lot of my collection. I feel like I have a lot of Morphe products, so that's just really a bummer, and I don't know what they're possibly doing that they would, you know, like stop claiming to be cruelty free. My guess is like maybe they're planning on expanding to China and they've decided that like that's more important to them, which leaves me very conflicted about this palette. All of the non-cruelty free items in my collection have to go at some point, whether they get decluttered or whether I use them up. But like I do want to get my collection to a place where it is 100% cruelty-free, especially with brands that were cruelty-free becoming not cruelty-free. It's just put a lot of kind of, I guess, I don't know, it's making the goal, my goal, like very, like way harder to achieve. Anyways, I guess what I'm saying is I really don't know what to do with this palette, and I'm really disappointed in Morphe. I'm gonna try not to get like too heated or anything. Anyways, this is the 350M palette. It's the all matte like 350 palette, and I really like the quality of this palette. I think the shadows blend beautifully. I think they're very pigmented. I absolutely love this palette, and the fact that I would have to potentially pan the entire thing, it's like, how on earth, you know, am I going to do that, especially when all of these shades are like really, really similar. I mean, that is one thing, like I can see a difference in every single shade, don't get me wrong, but they are very similar, and that was kind of the point. Could I reasonably pan all of these shades? Probably not. Nor do I think I would, like, I don't know if I want to do like a pan that palette on this. Like I have so many other palettes, but I don't want to declutter it. It's like I spent my money on it. I enjoy this palette. I mean, it's maybe something that I can hold on to and then get as much use out of it as I feel like, and then eventually it's going to be really old anyways, and I'll just declutter it then, and by declutter I'll throw it out. Anyways, I did use this once and I used it in combination with the other shadows just because there was no shimmers in here. And I wasn't really feeling an all matte look at the time, but yeah, I definitely think this is something that I could pull out a lot more in fall time. I don't know, I think this is a palette where if I could hit pan in like a good amount of shades in here, I would feel a lot better about maybe decluttering it like in a year or two or something like that. So this isn't a maybe category. I might come back and decide that I do want to just go ahead and declare it now when I can give it away to someone who will get like maybe more use out of it, but for now, like, I can't bring myself to do that. So, and then speaking of non-cruelty free items, the last two that I have are also non-cruelty free. So again, some hard decisions. Like I'm not going to declutter every single non-cruelty free item I have that comes up in this project, but this one's from Wet n Wild, so I'm just especially heated about this, but I really enjoy this product. So frustrating. Okay, so this is the Wet n Wild Baked Blush. This is the Hummingbird Hype shade, and I really enjoyed using this. I see it more as kind of a blush topper just because it's a little bit more on the, like, it's very shimmery, kind of almost a duochrome, I want to say, like a pink gold duochrome. So definitely more of a blush topper. So this is something that I'm keeping. This is definitely going to be going into a project pan at some point, but I think that this would be something that I could potentially pair with a matte blush, just because, you know, I can kind of switch up the finish of a blush, but it's a really beautiful, beautiful shade, and I think I can pan it. I don't know. So, all right, and then the next product I have, oh my gosh, I absolutely hated this product. This is the Nars Multiple, and it's in the shade Fox Dancer. I did not like this one bit. So there's kind of a bad swatch, but that's what the color looks like. I absolutely hated using this. First thing I will say is that I think this color is definitely meant more so for people with deeper complexions, but I tried to use this as a cream blush, and basically, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be. I didn't think that it was. Like, I don't remember it being advertised like this, but maybe I just didn't really look into it much. But this is a cream to powder formula, and so you have to work really quickly with this product, and by the time I applied this onto my face, I couldn't move it around. I couldn't blend it out. Like, it was set where I like had first placed it, and you know, I went in with a finger to try to kind of like dab it out. Like, I didn't apply it straight from the stick or anything like that. Like, I literally got a little bit on my finger and like immediately started to kind of use my finger to like stipple it in, and it immediately like set like that. I had no time to work with it whatsoever. It just was a bad experience with that. And then I figured, okay, well, I'll try it on the lips and see how it works that way, because it is a multi-stick, so you know, it's the whole point is that you can use it as like a cream blush, an eyeshadow, lip product, like you can use it for whatever. Because this is a cream to powder finish, it basically felt like I put powder on my lips, and it was ever so gritty, and it just made me want to gag. I don't know about you guys, but you know when you have that kind of like nails on chalkboard type of feeling, but it makes you, like, it literally, like, you have a gag reflex because of it. So I have the same thing with silicone primers. When I go and apply them, I have to immediately go wash my hands off because I hate the feeling of silicone primers, and every time I apply them, like the ones that are like really, really silicone, like I'm talking like the, you know, Benefit Professional type of thing, I start to gag, so I have to get it off my fingers as quick as possible. I hate the feeling of it. I tend not to use those types of primers anyway, but like in the past when I had used them, it was bad. And this was just that same reaction that I kept having and like even thinking about it. Like I want to go puke right now. So anyways, I hope you guys understand kind of what I mean. Let me know down below if you guys have any of those types of like, if you just have that like thing texture wise that just makes you want to like, you're like, ugh, you know? Anyways, I am definitely decluttering this. I have a friend in mind to give this to she's got a much deeper complexion than me, so I think the color will be good for her. And I think it won't matter if she's not as quick to blend it out, just because again, the color is a lot better for her. I'm hoping she doesn't have any weird like, I don't know, I'll just tell her, be like, don't put it on your lips. It just like doesn't feel good there, and just use it on the cheeks. And I feel like she'll be able to get use out of this, whereas like I wouldn't. So anyways, this is a declutter. I'm pretty sure I talked for a really long time about those products, so sorry about that, but let's go ahead and pick some new products. So the only rules that I put in place for picking products is just that I'm not going to pick any mascaras, just because I like to work on one at a time. The other thing I want to mention is that if it is a lip product that I haven't yet pulled for my lip roulette project, I won't be going with that product either, just because I would like to save those for my lip roulette project. Other than that, let's just go ahead and start pulling some random products. I'm opening up the Pretty Random app, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in my Min and Max, and I'm selecting randomize, and I got 1,763. So that's a lipstick that I haven't pulled from my lip roulette, so I'm going to do another one. Okay, 1,226. This should be a good one. Oh, okay. I'm excited about this one. Okay. Okay, I'm selecting the second product. So this is 1,620. Wow, we are getting a lot of very similar products so far. All right, I'm randomizing the third product. So 744. Ooh, okay. That's exciting. I'm getting good products this time. Okay, and our fourth product. 1,676. All right, and randomizing the fifth product. 455. Okay, I am so excited for these products. They would be scary to pan some of them, but I only have to use them once, so this is gonna be really exciting. Okay, I got lots of eye products. The first product that I pulled is this NYX glitter. The packaging's still on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off real quick. My dog is finally sleeping. Oh, she just looked at me. She's chilling though, which is good. Okay, so this is the NYX glitter in the shade of Violet. I have never used this before. Obviously it still had the packaging on it. I don't know, I'm not gonna try and swatch this, but I'm so excited to play around with this. I always buy glitters because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do like such crazy, like colorful, beautiful, glittery looks, and then I never use them because loose glitter. But I never end up reaching for them because loose glitter is so hard to work with. You guys know it's just like a little bit more intimidating to work with sometimes, and especially if I'm like in a hurry or something, like I always forget to make time to use loose glitter. So I'm excited for this guy. I think that'll be fun to play around with. And the next product I have is, it's kind of funny that I pulled both of these. This is a NYX Pigment in the shade Stunner. So more of a kind of neutral pigment. I'm excited to play around with this. I don't think I've used this one either. I'm excited just to kind of see, you know, see how the pigment, like obviously a glitter is way more glittery, but this does have some shimmer to it, so I'm excited to kind of just see what it like ends up looking like on the eyes. So the third product that I pulled is the Master Palette by Mario from ABH, and I am so excited to play around with this next week. Again, I only have a week to use these, and there's 2 loose products. Okay, we got this. I can do it. It's gonna be fine. And I think this pigment will go well with this guy. So I'm excited to play around with this palette. It's probably one of my, I don't know, I think it's one of my favorite like neutral palettes. And I'm a huge fan of Makeup by Mario. I went to his masterclass in LA with my friend earlier this year, or like, was it 2018? I don't remember. I remember I took this palette with me because I was like, oh, we're gonna like, you know, learn from him. I should take his palette. So the fourth product that I pulled is this e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist. So I've used this a couple of times. It kind of reminds me of the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mist, but like it's not as good. Yeah, I'm excited to use this. I think this is definitely something I should start working into my routine. But yeah, so this has just been hiding in my collection. So the fifth product is an eyeshadow. I feel like the majority of things that I'll pull for this will all be like eyeshadows. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have at least one round where everything is an eyeshadow palette. Like it's probably gonna happen. Anyways, this is from Nabla and this is the Citron shade. And I haven't even swatched it. Oh my god, who am I? Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. That's gorgeous. Why am I so weird? I'm so excited. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like I have so many things to work with and I am a little nervous because I only have a week to do this and I feel like I'm gonna have to create a lot of different eye looks and I only have a week. Those are the 5 products. I'm super excited to use them. I'm gonna say right now, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be keeping all of these products, just FYI, but I'm really excited to get some use out of them. I only have to use each one once, but hopefully I'll be able to, I'm like hoping I can work this guy into multiple like makeup looks just because it's gonna be pretty easy to use if I remember, and then I think I can hopefully use this maybe more than once. That would be nice. Let me know if you guys have any of these products, if you're now thinking about pulling them out to play around with them. Anyways, I am really sorry that this video is up late. I'm glad that I didn't skip it altogether or anything like that, so that's why collabs are great, because they make me like stick to things so I don't like forget. And don't forget to head over to Alexy's channel if you haven't watched her intro or her first like update or round for this. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. But yeah, anyways, that's it for me and I will see you in my next video. Bye!